Welcome to Today's Homeowner with Danny Lipford. Expert advice on improving your home from the pages of Today's Homeowner magazine and professional remodeler Danny Lipford.
You know, landscaping is always the icing on the cake on any project, particularly this renovation project that we featured here on Today's Homeowner for a number of weeks. Now, this renovation project's included not only a good bit of interior work, but also adding approximately 700 square feet to the rear of the house. Now, in this added square footage, we were able to enlarge the existing kitchen and completely renovate it. Also, we transformed a small den area into an impressive great room. We also built a master bedroom on the rear of the house and then transformed the existing master bedroom into a nice modern bathroom. Now, we'll look at all of this in its finished state, and along the way I'll give you some great tips on things you just have to consider if you're doing a remodeling project around your house. And we'll talk with the architectural designer who worked with the homeowners to really transform their dreams for the house into a nice working set of blueprints and made the project go very smoothly. I hope you'll stay with us. Welcome back. You know, there were a lot of things that we did to the front of this house that really improved its curb appeal. All the landscaping, the new concrete driveway, but one area I particularly like is the warm, inviting brick walkway that was installed here right outside the front door. You know, anytime you can create a little accent area like this really adds to the front of the house or even the back of the house, and using the same bricks that we used on the house in the additions just really ties everything together. Now, you know, there's very few things that will add to the warmth and inviting nature of the front of the house than a nice stained door unit. Now, the original door unit was a double wood door unit. Almost created a little bit of confusion when you walked up to the house. And also, it had no glass like we have here, so the foyer tended to be very dark. With all of the glass that we have here, will really make the foyer benefit from all the natural light getting into that area. Also, this is really not wood. It's all fiberglass, both on the door and on the side lights. It has a special stain kit that comes with it that allows you to simulate all of the wood grain and the look of a wood door. Naturally, fiberglass is resistant to termites or water damage, so all of this will last a long, long time. Now, fiberglass is something that's used quite a bit in building materials these days, including the columns that we used here. Now, the wooden columns that were originally here really had a lot of water damage to them, and particularly here at the bottom where we had a large shrub in this area that trapped water and really accelerated the deterioration of the bottom part of this column. Of course, with the fiberglass here and the polystyrene base, this should last a long, long time. Now, the original windows that were in this house was a mill finish single pane window that was not very efficient or very attractive. Now, these windows that were replaced are insulated double pane windows, and they're replacement units that were custom built for this house that allowed us to install them without doing any brickwork around the perimeter of the windows. Now, you know, accents really make a big difference on the curb appeal of the house, and using a dark shutter like this, and these are all wood shutters, really do add a lot to it. And this black color was also picked up on the numbers here and also a few of the light fixtures, and the roof itself is black, so it really ties this whole front area together. Now, the architectural designer who worked with the homeowners on this project is named David Clarkson, and he did a great job listening to the homeowners, seeing exactly what they wanted to achieve with this remodeling project, then putting it down in plans that really allowed this project to move along real nicely. Now, he also is one that likes to check on the finished project. Well, David, what do you think?
Oh, it turned out great, Danny, just like the plans.
Well, now, these homeowners were so easy to work with and basically knew what they wanted to accomplish in the remodeling project, but not all homeowners are that way, are they?
No, they aren't, Danny. Most people don't know what they want in a plan, but that's where I can help them.
Okay. Now, what about some of the, at your first meeting, some of the things that these homeowners mentioned to you that they really wanted to take care of on the house?
They want a much bigger great room because they entertain a lot, and that's what we did in this by the use of the entertainment section, the bump up ceiling, and also the kitchen was not large enough. They wanted a larger eating area and also a bar in there. And also this very nice porch that we did with allows a lot of natural light into the house.
It sure does, and this all ties in real good architecturally. That's something I know is very important, and how you as an architectural designer can help them a lot in making sure that the roof lines tie in just like it does here. Now, the master bedroom, I understand originally they wanted a addition that would be a master bedroom and bathroom, but you came up with a different plan.
Yes, I did, Danny. I took the existing part of the house where the master bedroom was and created a very nice master bath and walk-in closet. Along with adding on to the house, we created a very nice master bedroom with a bump-up ceiling.
Good, good. Well, all the furniture's in place, and I look forward to getting in there and taking a look at it, and that's where we'll start our tour of the inside right after this Simple Solution segment. So stay with us.
Get ready to review your fix-it list as Danny and home repair pro Alan Lyle show you this week's Simple Solution.
You know, these days, everybody's looking for ways to maximize their storage space, particularly when you're talking about in the kitchen.
And probably in your kitchen you may have a cabinet just like this one that needs a little help as far as organizing.
That's right. We've got some great ideas here. These are accessories you can pick up in most home centers. This one, I really like this one. It's just a paper bag holder. It fits on the inside of the cabinet door, making for very easy accessibility. And that's the key to handling a problem like this.
Now, in order to make this good and accessible with all the different things that are in this cabinet, we've been able to find a nice roll-out tray from a home center that allows you to install this in the cabinet using some very simple brackets like this. This lays right on the bottom of the cabinet, takes about 4 screws to install it. Then you're able to hook the basket right into the rollers and roll everything you have in this cabinet in and out so that, like Alan says, you have good accessibility to it.
Now, here's this very principle in practice. The same type of concept, only a smaller basket. They do come in different sizes. This is great for under the sink, particularly for that garbage can. Gets it out, easy accessibility, once again is the key, and then slides right back in out of the way.
Now, to utilize all the space that you have in your kitchen cabinets, this is one area that many times is neglected. What you have here in most kitchens is a fake drawer front, but by buying a little tilt-out kit that's available at the home center, you're able to utilize this space for things such as brushes, scouring pads, and a lot of other things that you can install in those little areas.
Now, one other idea is a can rack that once again we'll install on the inside of the cabinet door. It's great for soup cans, drink cans, even spices in the pantry.
Now, all these things can be installed relatively easy with very little skill level and very little time involved.
And while it may take time to install, it does save time in the long run.
You know, here on the show I talk a lot about the importance of good natural light into any room in your house, but particularly a bedroom. And we've provided that with the 2 windows we have looking out in the backyard. Also, the homeowners have done a great job in accenting the windows with the window treatments they have in place. And to control the light in the bedroom as well as a privacy factor, the wooden blinds work perfect for this. Of course, a lot of people are finding that the wood shutters also work real well on this type of window. Now, in the design stage, if you can anticipate some of your furniture placement as the homeowners have here, you're able to get the electrician to do things like install plugs for your lamps on either side of the bed, telephone. All of this really helps. If you can think about that in the design stage, the end result really works out great. Now, this is a good sized room, and they needed a good sized room with all of this furniture. It's about 18 feet by 22 feet, but it actually appears a little bit larger than that because of the recessed or pocket ceiling. Now, this recess is up about 12 inches, and in new construction like this addition, it's relatively easy to build something like this. Now, I recommend a lot of times to homeowners, anytime they have a nice area on the outside of their bedroom, to provide a doorway to access that area. And they've got a nice little courtyard effect on the outside here, so this works out perfect for that reason. Now, the homeowners needed a bigger bedroom because the original bedroom they had was just a little too small as a bedroom, but as a master bathroom, it works great. Now, this is the original back wall of the house, and we have a doorway that leads into the master bedroom. Now, this is important when you're designing an addition that you have real good access into that new area. Well, we were able to provide this great hallway by just building this wall to take up a portion of what originally was a bedroom. So it's perfect to get out to the new master bedroom. Also, on this side of the original bedroom was a small bathroom, just really too small for a master bathroom, but it's a perfect size for the new walk-in closet that we created here. Now, of course, utilizing a pocket door here for obvious reasons, because if you used a regular swinging door, it could create a problem here as far as the traffic flow. Also, it can take up a lot of room if it swings into the closet. Now, in the master bathroom, we accomplished, I believe, everything the homeowner set out to do in a nice spacious area. And one of the key things there is plenty of room between fixtures. Here we have a little over 4 feet. I would suggest at least 36 inches in any master bathroom. Here we were able to get one vanity on this side of the doorway and a second vanity on the other side of the doorway, with almost identical, real symmetrical feel to the room, which most people find real desirable. Now, another thing we've done here, instead of just the traditional doors going across the bottom of the vanity, we added a bank of drawers, which makes it a little more versatile for the storage of vanity items. Something that's real popular over the years in master bathrooms, anytime you have the space, is a separate shower and a separate tub. Also, more and more people are going with the clear glass. Helps a little bit, again, on a more spacious feeling. Also, this is all tempered glass, which is a real safety issue and is required by most codes. Another code issue is any glass that you have over a tub like this usually needs to be the tempered or safety glass. So you need to consult that building inspector before you select this glass. But when you select this glass, you can have a little fun with this and maybe add a little bit of your personality in the bathroom. You could go with a clear glass like we have here, or leaded glass, etched glass. Almost anything really looks nice over a tub, and again, a good opportunity for you to introduce some good natural light into this area. Now, things to consider on the tub. Now, we get a lot of requests from homeowners that would like a step to be installed or built here so that you can step into the tub. I really don't recommend this for a couple reasons. One, it takes up a little bit of your floor space, which is valuable. Also, it can be a real safety concern in that you can slip real easily from the step. And also, it's better to have the tub bottom and the floor very close to the same level. It's a lot safer that way. Now, of course, we had plenty of room here in this converted bedroom for this nice master bathroom, but we also converted another smaller bedroom into the popular home office. Here, storage is very important in providing additional shelving in one of the closets for all of the office supplies, and also the electrician needed to provide additional electrical outlets, cable outlets, phone outlets, and all of the wiring necessary for the computer. So all of this worked out real good. Now stay with us, and after this Best New Product of the Week, we'll show you more of this finished project.
It's time to check out the Home Center for this week's Best New Product with Danny and today's Homeowner Magazine's Editor-in-Chief, Paul Spring.
Well, Paul, this week's Best New Product looks a little bit like a space-age razor knife.
Well, Danny, you've got it right. That's pretty much what it is. This is the knack knife. It's from Tim Allen's Signature Tools, and really it's just a new take on a very old tool, the utility knife. Here's how it works. It's just like any utility knife. You advance these buttons forward and out comes the blade. There's 6 different positions here. This is fully out. And the way it works is it's got a cartridge that's back here with 15 different blades in the front and 15 different blades on the rear. So you've got 30 total. That means when this blade gets dull, you merely retract it all, back it comes, you push that red button forward and advance it 1 turn, and you're ready with a brand new blade again.
Well, that's a lot easier than taking a screwdriver and having to open up a traditional razor knife and having to handle the blades. That's a lot safer.
It sure is. And when you finally use up all 30 of those blades, Danny, you go right back to these levers. You pull that one forward again, twist all the way around, and you reveal that cartridge, and you put in a replacement. In fact, you get 2 cartridges with the knife, and it runs under 20 bucks.
Well, that's great. Tim Allen's done a good job on that, and he does more than just comedy. Now, even though the great room is as large as it is, it's still very cozy in the way the homeowners have arranged all of their furniture. They've even started putting some of their paintings up and put some of those real decorator touches to the house. Now, the original den was very small and very cramped in this area and really wasn't what the homeowners wanted. But by adding the 8 feet onto the end of the room and providing the recessed ceiling really made this a true great room. Also, the cabinet man provided the focal point for the room with the custom entertainment center he's built. He's also been real busy in the kitchen. You know, over the last few years, most of the sets of kitchen cabinets that we've installed have been painted cabinets. It's kind of refreshing to see some of the stained cabinets starting to become more and more popular. Now, this is an alderwood cabinet that has a light cherry stain on it. Really looks good with the countertops that the homeowner selected, all solid granite. And you know, one of the things that they really wanted to accomplish in the kitchen remodeling is plenty of space, because both the husband and wife participate in the cooking. Now also, even though it's this large, we've still maintained a good triangle between the cooktop, the sink, and the refrigerator. Also, the homeowners wanted enough room that if they decide later to install an island cabinet, they'll have plenty of room in here to accomplish that. You know, a few considerations that you need to think about if you're remodeling a kitchen is to have plenty of room and also good durable surfaces such as the granite, the stained cabinets, and also hardwood floors are a good consideration for the floors in your kitchen. Also, how are you going to use the kitchen? In this case, they plan on doing a lot of entertaining, and as most of the time at a party, you always end up in the kitchen. So this will allow for a good informal gathering area along the wood bar here with the 4 bar stools. But for the more formal gatherings, the dining room is the place. The dining room and living room or parlor are visible as you enter the front door. Now, one of the more dominant features in this area are the 4 interior columns and a large bookcase. The interior of the new front door, as well as the custom marble floor, is definitely a classy look here in the foyer. Now, another large part of this renovation involves updating several areas, including all of the bathrooms. The hall bath was 30 years old and had pink ceramic tile on the floor and walls. Now, the remodeled bath has all new fixtures, new custom cabinets, fresh paint, and 12-inch by 12-inch marble floor.
Now for a bit of news from the great outdoors as Danny takes a look around the yard.
One day bare soil, the next day a green growing lawn. That's the main advantage in buying sod instead of planting grass seed. Now, of course, sod's a little expensive, $1.25 to $3 a square yard, plus delivery, plus installation. Now, to get the most for your money, consider these tips. Now, if you live in a state with a sod certification program, buy only certified sod. Now, if certified sod is not available, make sure the sod you buy originates from a reputable sod farm. Check with a local extension service or favorite nursery for their recommendation. Now, sod usually comes either in rolled or folded strips. Make sure the soil is moist and the leaves green and a consistent length. And don't buy sod that's been on a pallet for more than 48 hours. If it sits there too long, the sod begins to generate heat through decomposition, enough heat to actually kill the grass. Feel the grass, and if it's warm to the touch, don't buy the sod. Be sure to prepare the soil well before the sod is delivered so that it can be planted immediately, and of course, water thoroughly. Well, I hope you enjoyed taking a final look at this project, and you have to admit, with all the landscaping, the finishing touches, and the little accents across the front of the house, it really does look good. Now, you may have heard how remodeling projects can be very unpleasant or a little stressful. Well, they certainly can be without the proper planning. Here, we were able to get our homeowners involved with the architectural designer very early and develop a good set of plans and a good game plan for what the remodeling project needed to be. Also, the homeowners made some good early decisions which allowed me as a remodeling contractor to really run this job smoothly. Actually, we're finishing up here about 3 weeks ahead of schedule, which really makes the homeowners very happy. Thanks for joining us this week. We look forward to seeing you next week here on Today's Homeowner.